Senator Miller, welcome. It's
Thank
always
you.
nice to see a counterpart from the Senate here. Welcome to House Labor, Senator.
Welcome. I'll be brief.
Thank you.
As I think my reputation precedes me, and it would be no surprise to any of you in my 9th year in the State House that there hasn't been a minimum wage bill that I didn't love until today, until this bill. I was actually nominated to be on the National Restaurant Association board, and I was, they looked elsewhere because of my stand in support of the increase of minimum wage. But this bill takes important revenue away from some of my most valued staff, which is my wait staff. And I have 3 restaurants with over 80 servers.
And they're 3 excellent restaurants, by the way. I've eaten at all 3 of them.
The servers for every restaurant that I have would make less money under this bill. I now, as an employer, am obligated to make sure that they make the minimum wage. No matter what their tips are on any given night, I have to make sure that they make the minimum wage. And to say that this isn't enforced is absurd. We had a U.S. labor audit at one of our restaurants within the last month, and they found little or no violation. If there were violations, they were technical. And they told me that they were going to, within the next few years, as a U.S. Department of Labor, with this as part of their responsibility to make sure everybody is paid minimum wage and overtime, that every restaurant in the state within the next few years will be audited by the U.S. Department of Labor. So to say that this isn't properly enforced is absurd.
Senator, I respect you the 9 years that you've been here, but also as a businessman, and your restaurants are always first class.
Thank you.
We heard testimony about sexual harassment and unfair labor practices. And my question to you as a business owner, if we raised the sub-minimum wage just $1, would those, or even $2, maybe not as high as Representative Arenberg's bill does, but if we raised it somewhere in the middle, would those problems go away?
I don't see how we can have a conversation about minimum wage and at the same time have a conversation about sexual harassment. They are 2 topics. Both violating minimum wage law is highly illegal. Sexual harassment is highly illegal. Both need to be enforced rigorously, and they should not be discussed in the same testimony. It's the responsibility of a restaurant owner to enforce both laws.
Thank you, Senator. We appreciate you coming over to the House. We always welcome you.
Thank you.